917.
So just for the average,
Okay, and then 36.
still trying to figure.
177 divided by 917. 45, wait, difference. 26.53.
You know, if it's just a husband and a wife, it's gonna be, it's not that bad, but when you're looking at
Right.
families that got 5 and 6 people, Jim, how many children you say you got? 5, see what I'm saying, you're looking
But
at
you
somebody
probably
like
live in
that,
the
that's 7 in a
County,
family.
don't you? Or you
So your
city?
water rate is gonna be higher.
Right, so on average, your current bill is for just water and sewer is 26.53. And the new average bill
And
is,
that's plus you
Just-
gotta add 1050 for,
right,
y'all got
but
sewer?
if I don't add it on either side, just look at water and sewer, okay? Because that's all we're talking about changing. So water and sewer average today is 26.53. Proposed average would go to 39.45, which is an increase of $12.92 per month.
That's about what I use around, I pay around 25 a month now, so
so
mine would go to around 39.
so that would be fine, I would be willing to pay that, but the thing about it, you got families, you gotta look out for the
Fixed
other
income.
families. They got more people than just, 2 people. in there.
Sure,
Well, it also helps conservation. People try to conserve.
Oh, but, George, it ain't gonna be.
Well, it usually works out that way. People, when you raise your rates, people will start
Cut back.
paying a lot more, maybe a little more attention to how much water they are using. It does happen.
Cut the faucet off, brushing your teeth, wait till, get through and then turn it back on. There's a lot of things you can do.
Let me ask you this, okay, for the person, one that's average, the average is right about now. When it goes up for the average person who just has water alone,
okay,
no sewer,
all right,
no garbage.
okay. So 177,430, 439 divided by 917.
So the water,
439.
the rate, the new rate,
Hold on, no, sorry, monthly, sorry.
absolutely.
14, so divide that by 12. Okay, so 14,786. 917.
$16.
16, 12, okay, and then 21, 848. What's the difference? 16, 12. $7.71 increase for just a water-only customer.
Right, $7, what now?
71 cents,
Just for the water.
just for water, a
Uh-huh.
water-only customer. is
And
what
see,
you
that's
have
what
to-
I'm saying, but most of the time when you're looking at the bill, you're looking at your overall bill.
Sure,
And so that's why I said that, cause you're going from like 60.50 to 93.50. That's why I was wondering if we did, if we could take put an employee somewhere else, in the budget, that might help lower it. I'm not just talking about mines, because, I might can pay mines, but the next person, I gotta think about the other people that got more people than their family, and they using more water.
sure.
So the average rate alone just for water right now is,
$16.12.
But we got a base rate now of $25.52.
That's for water, sewage, and garbage.
That's for water, yes, that's for all
Yes,
three.
ma'am.
that's the base rate now, present.
Yeah,
Until
for
such
water,
time.
sewage, and garbage.
And it's all you look
It's
at is for
25.
water. It's-
25 what?
$25.52, and then the new rate would be $31. But that's just for if you use 2,000 gallons or less.
Am I right in saying that, all right, the first 2,000 is that base rate, but it's cheaper per thousand after
After
that?
that.
So we left it the way it was, based on what,
Right, that's
it's cheaper,
right, it is cheaper per 1,000 gallons after that.
that 2,000.
Right, but there is an increase proposed in that rate on the per 1,000 gallons.
Right.
That's why I asked you, anybody that's already paying $50, that's why I want, you know.
Mhm.
Why does it work out mathematically that the lower, the lowest is is only a 15% increase, with the higher user, we're gonna get some of them 75% increase?
The rate per, so, like on the sewer side, if you look at this sheet, the increase on the base rate is $1.17, where the increase on the 1,000 gallons over 2,000, is more. So $1.39 per 1,000 gallons, more than what you're receiving now, and so those higher users are gonna result in a higher percentage increase.
Well, when we do this all year, the office gonna be running over.
Well, I know if I'm paying $300, $368 a month, and it goes to $630 next month.
I know you're gonna be running
I'm
out.
not calling and saying, where's my adjustment, I must have, I'll be calling people out.
Absolutely, that's what I'm saying.
I got a leak, something wrong, then they say there's not, and then I'm saying, I'm gonna be paying $630 every month unless you cut your water back.
Well,
And I mean, you can't hardly let your water.
You're gonna
back
have
with
to-
family like
If you're
that.
paying, if you're
You gotta-
using that much.
you're gonna have to
you're a
tell your
business.
children, as the
Right.
councilman said, teach them how
Using
to.
that much, you're a business or something like that.
Right, and we did not, we didn't look at who is paying, because it doesn't matter, it's an account and it's a user. The assumption would be that the smallest users are single individuals, or a family of two. And as you go along the spectrum of users, that you go to larger families, and then businesses, because you're charging everybody the same rate, regardless of what type of user they are. And probably we could, in working with staff, figure out how many of those are business customers versus residential. We just have not looked at it that way.
Okay, good, because I was gonna say, did you take a look at the industry, the business from that perspective? So theirs will increase the same as
Right.
everybody.
Instead of having a different rate for business or commercial customers, everybody's paying the exact
Across the
same
board.
rate across the board, just like it is today.
Well, can you look at it the other way for us?
If we can work with Heather and Tawana in identifying who the business customers are, that's the only way that you would be able to do that.
But the businesses probably could afford it better than the regular
Absolutely.
citizens.
We can certainly do that research and report back to you.
Okay, now when you said businesses, are you talking about all businesses, or are you talking about businesses versus industries? Because we got a lot of just businesses, we're talking about beauty shops, just your little grocery stores versus your big industries like BASF.
You can take somebody,
That would really hurt the little small,
you can take somebody like J.E. Beck, they don't hardly use any water.
it would really hurt them.
But see, that's not gonna be that high anyway then.
Well, I know, but if you got-
Increase the rates.
Good increase.
But they're considered a business.
Business.
Yeah, they're considered
You can
business.
say whether it's a business or industry.
So are you asking,
Is that what you're saying?
inquiring of her to ask the industries or both?
Who's the
Councilwoman.
average, who are they?
Well,
Yeah, so let's do that.
the
From
big
that
businesses,
perspective.
the big businesses like what is it?
Industries,
It would.
If
Little
you-
small-
active minerals.
Paper mill.
Right.
Right.
Chip.
Yeah.
It would
Then
be
you gotta
industrial
wanna
or
protect your-
commercial.
That's what
Industrial
I think
or
that's what
commercial.
she's speaking for.
Yeah, because we don't
Not
want to be
every
paying.
business.
Right, not every
Yeah.
business, but like she's saying, the industries and all that. And I'm just telling you, I don't know, maybe the incentive, that they're looking at, maybe that's why they're not paying as
And
much.
again, you don't wanna run them off either, cause they're all we got.
Where our
We're
sales
not.
tax comes from.
That's right,
So
you
what,
wanna kind of
That's
protect,
where most of our sales
That's
tax
right.
money comes from.
you wanna kind of protect.
Yeah, but
There's
you ain't gonna have no people living and going anyway. They wanna be, it'll be like.
It's just a lot to look at.
But what are you recommending that she do, Councilwoman?
So we,
Industries or what?
right, so
Go
we
back.
just looked at, so your average number of gallons used per month is 4,900 gallons on the water side. So it's your less than 5,000, you know, so your, if you look at your rate sheet, today, somebody who is using 5,000 gallons of water, which is your average customer, is paying, oh, where's that cheat sheet, Matt? Is pay, for water is, right, sorry, so current base of just water and sewer, your average customer, user, from a gallon standpoint, is paying $27.32 for water and sewer.
That's low.
For water and sewer, under the proposed rate, it goes to $39.93. And that's your average user out there. Yeah, you got guys who are using less, 1,000 gallons a month. And you've got those who are using more, like 6, 7, 8,000 gallons. But on average, you're at 4,900 gallons per user, per account.
And this is compatible with other cities our size.
Yeah, I can tell you from my personal experience, I'm on a small water system, and for 2,000 gallons of water, I'm paying $34 for the privilege of having water.
Great privilege.
I am very appreciative of having
must
hot
not
water.
have-
34 is good from,
You're not in
For
industry?
just water,
Yeah.
for just water, I'm paying $34 for 2,000 gallons or less. So, I mean, there's a big difference.
Well, we looked
between-
at it, I think, from Baldwin County's perspective, and theirs is somewhere in that range where you're
Mhm.
speaking from, because I
Right.
did a comparison with theirs. And of course, now you got to look at the population too.
Mhm.
That's what I'm looking at. Although, you know, Coopers and all that, those little small, communities or what have you, that's still part of the county. But their population is twice, triples ours.
Mhm.
So we can't look at, I know what you're saying, what you're paying, but then guess where you are, population-wise.
yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to ask, so would anybody be in agreement to do summary minutes on these like we did last time, so they're verbatim?
Sure, it'd be fine.
I think
She's,
it's just,
Because we
Pardon?
can't vote on anything anyway.
what'd you say,
I'm thinking maybe we need to do them verbatim. I think
Because it's, you can't
But
vote
just the
in
water.
here. It's just basic discussion.
We can do it.
Is that okay with everybody?
It's
Thank you.
fine with me.
Fine with me.
Thanks.
Mr. Reddy said yes.
Is there other information that we can provide to you?
Mhm.
Or other questions that you would like us to research on to help you in your decision making?
One thing, the city of Ivy, we process all of their sewage, and we have a more or less an intergovernmental agreement on what we charge them to process our sewage. If we're going to go up on our, citizens, I feel like it'd only be right for us to look at that. That might be something that y'all could do for us.
Sure.
They
Absolutely.
They pay a lot less because we don't have to keep that sewage system up.
Right.
All we do is process it.
Right.
And it's a fairly low number, but, now would be the time to look at that too.
Sure.
what is that fair number,
It's-
Councilman Edie?
$1.25 per 1,000 gallons.
Okay.
If I remember right.
Okay.
A thousand.
Supposed to be in forever.
It's been that way forever, you said,
Since we put it in,
It's been a long time.
since they hooked on,
Right.
if I remember right,
That was in 90,
it's a long time ago.
around 2000, I don't remember.
Yeah, it was around 2000.
Well, that would only be fair.
Yeah, they do need to go up. If we gonna go up, we gotta pay more, they need to pay more, got to bring ours down some kind of way.
So is that what you're still requesting, that she would target the industry,
Yes.
Councilwoman? So would you all go back and
Look at the business accounts.
look at the business
Look at
accounts?
the-
I know we hate to run them out of business, but you know, we don't wanna run the rest of the, constituents out of this,
The big industries is what really needs to look at.
Who are the big users?
Yeah,
Sure.
right. So when we wanna give them a timeline to get that information back to us, you guys?
Probably take 'em a month to get that information together. The end of April, the next 5:30 meeting in April would probably be better
Mm.
for everybody.
The next what now?
What day is the, what would that be? I might be on vacation.
It would probably be the 17th, April the 17th.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Let's- I was about to say, don't come.
yeah. That'll work.
Somewhere in that neighborhood, 17th, 18th, somewhere along that
Yes,
thing.
that works.
Okay.
So we going every which way we can to bring ours down some.
I'll provide you with information and then you can make the decision.
All right. That include our big businesses
Yes.
and I.
And Ivy, she said,
And Ivy.
okay.
Tawana, would you be able to provide us with a copy of the agreement with Ivy?
Can get you one,
That'd be great.
sure can.
All right, sounds good. Any other questions?
And you said that won't, you don't think that would help, you know, about the, employees and.
Well, I mean, yes, it would help, but I think it's kind of counterproductive to, you know,
Well, let's
those
see
people
what we
are
need
really
from-
working, you know, 90% of their time,
Well,
or
let's-
100%, and 100% of their salary should be charged to there. That's just my opinion.
I mean, if we can budget it, we can, cause it's not gonna, cause we already got the budget for this year. So we
Right.
have,
Mhm.
that would be budget for next time anyway, it wouldn't be for this year.
Yeah, but I mean, that, you know, to
If we
me,
need
it would
to.
be, I would want to have looked at like a time study of how much time are they really spending on water and sewer, and if, you know, like I said, this is just me, you know, if we're charging them 100%, then but they're really only spending 90%, then sure, you know, have general fund pay for 10% or whatever, you know, some other percentage. But if they're spending 100% of their time doing water and sewer stuff, then to me, they should be charged 100% of water and sewer. But,
I agree.
That
yes, sir.
Okay.
sounds conducive for that, that's like you said.
Okay, we'll take a look at those items and report back.
Okay,
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
no further questions,
No further questions?
we'll go ahead and adjourn out of this and give us about a few minutes before we get started. Thank you, all of you, drive safe.
Thank you.
So that takes care of us with, Ms. Ross, with you, Ms. Ross, okay?
Treat this back up at Marlon House today.
We got about 5 minutes.
Sell the house and this and still that. You look at some of these old pictures, 90% of those are dead and gone now, you know, about all of them. Miss Klein, she's still alive, that's still alive, and she's still, but all the rest of them are dead, you know. That's Mr. Herman, his other, Miss Mary Jane Cole, that's his, Dennis, Melvin Dennis, and one of his Dennis, yeah. That's Mrs. Emerson Dillard,